How to Be Orange, Chapter 23, Ranking the Standards. The quote, metric system thriving in America's inner cities, from kilos of cocaine to cc's of heroin to the Glock 9mm, inner city youths possess a firmer grasp of the metric system than their peers in suburban and rural areas. TheOnion.com. Coming to the Netherlands from the U.S., I had trouble adapting to certain Dutch standards, but taking a fresh look at the U.S., there are plenty of American standards that are clearly inferior. Maybe it's time to set the record straight. I'm going to sound a bit like Andy Rooney here, and that's dating myself already. But why not start with the metric system? It's so obviously superior that even the Americans are wishing they could convert to this global standard. But then we'd have to change the name Quarter Pounder, and that would never do. Netherlands jumps out to an early lead for me. USA 0, Netherlands 1. But then there's the Dutch standard of counting. The Dutch still say their numbers with the ones and then the tens. Hence, 24 is 4 and 20, which I can never say without thinking of medieval blackbirds. When Dutch people try to give you their phone numbers, it quickly gets ridiculous. 06, I write down 06. 4 and 50, I write down 45. No, erase, I go back and write it properly, 54. 6 and 30, I write down 63. Erase, no, sorry, 36. 7, that's easy. 3, I write down 3. Times 0, erase, go back. Hopeless, point America, USA 1, Netherlands 1. Then there's the American standard of giving the date. Month, day, year. That's like saying winter, summer, spring. Point Netherlands, USA 1, Netherlands 2. Quotation marks. I don't really care if you use the standard single or double, but do use quotation marks. Too many Dutch children's books have little or random quotation marks when they're teaching kids to read. When I'm reading to my kids, I just sound stupid. The farmer has chickens, said Janneke. I like chickens, said Yip. Duh. My kids protest that I'm not doing the voices right. No, I'm not, kids, because there are no quotation marks. Good luck learning to read. USA 2, Netherlands 2. In buildings, why not start counting the floors at the good old number 1? There should be no such thing as floor 0. And by the way, they're floors. The Dutch call them verdiepingen, which literally refers to going deeper, while actually they're going higher, going lower and higher at the same time. No wonder MC Escher was Dutch. Point America, USA 3, Netherlands 2. Terminology. When the Dutch want a cola, they order a cola. Try that in the U.S. I'd like a cola. A cola? Do you mean like Coca-Cola? Yes. We don't have Coca-Cola. Well, what do you have? Pepsi, which is a cola. That's why I ordered a cola. Point Nederland, USA 3, Netherlands 3. When the Dutch want a taxi, they order a taxi. In the U.S., you get a taxi or you get a cab. It's not just that this term is outdated, it's that the term refers to a specific area, the front seat of a vehicle, where passengers are not supposed to sit. In most countries I've visited, if you try getting into the front seat, it's like announcing that you're probably trying to rob the driver. Ironically, the Netherlands is one of the few countries where it is okay to sit right up in front, and still they don't say cab. Point Netherlands. Netherlands in the lead, USA 3, Netherlands 4. When Dutch people aim a camera phone at you, they don't take a picture. They make a picture. The Dutch way makes more sense. When Americans say, I want to take a picture, I always think of that scene in Airplane when the reporter says, let's take some pictures, and they steal a bunch of photos from the walls. Point Nederland, USA 3, Netherlands 5. Conversely, Dutch people don't know how to make a decision. That's because Dutch people don't make a decision, they take a decision, as do the Brits. Apparently, if you can't make up your mind, then you need to take a decision, most likely from someone else. It's an especially tricky subject with politics. Ask the Dutch or the Brits to make a decision about the economy, and they'll take their decision from, say, Germany. Point US, USA 4, Netherlands 5. The Dutch still haven't come up with a decent term for significant other. I've met too many Dutch men my age who still don't know how to refer to the female partner they've been living with for 10 years. Oh, this is my girlfriend. Oh, how long have you been dating? Well, I mean, we're not dating. We live together. She's like my wife. Oh, how long have you been married? Well, no, we're not married. You know, she's my partner. Oh, so you're in business together. No, not business. She's my baby mama. Dutch people, you invented the term samenwonen, living together. You really should figure out what to call the person that you're spending your life with. Why not samenwoman? Point America. USA 5, Netherlands 5. Farewells. The Dutch say doei. The Yanks say bye-bye. Both are equally silly, really. The Yanks say see you, whereas the Dutch say tot ziens, or tot kijk, or tot zo, or tot later, or any number of tots, which can only increase the likelihood of me getting it wrong. I normally say tot, so Dutch people can fill in the right option themselves. And then there's the Dutch formal farewell, de groeten, which translates literally to the greetings, which is just backwards. Point America. America back in the lead. USA 6, Netherlands 5. And then there's telling time. In Britain, 10:30 is 10:30. In the Netherlands, 10:30 is 9:30. The Dutch are living in the future. The Americans say 10:30, which is on the side of the Brits. The Dutch think in terms of halfway to 10, which is more forward thinking. But then again, when I'm rushing for a train, the Dutch will hit me with some bizarre phrase like, it's 9:30, which means 10 minus 30 plus 10. By the time I've figured that out, the train doors have closed in my face. No points. Still USA 6, Netherlands 5. Americans have gas stations where you can get gasoline, but nowadays you can also get natural gas, and anything you eat from there will give you gas. The term gas station, it's terribly unspecific. The Dutch have tank stations, which is potentially confusing, but only if you're driving a tank. Point Netherlands, USA 6, Netherlands 6. And now, the tiebreaker. Mobile phone numbers. Dutch have mobile numbers for their mobile phones. Americans have cell numbers for their cellular phones. Now, I know cellular refers to the service infrastructure, but if the abbreviation is cell, that's intolerable. When I give my American friends my mobile number, they laugh at me like I'm the idiot. But mobile number only means one thing. Mobile phone number. Cell number? Let me give you my cell number? That only means one thing. You're in prison. It could be worse. German mobile phones are called handies, which means something very different in American prisons. Point Netherlands. USA 6. Netherlands 7. Netherlands wins! For now. I'm sure there are more examples, but as of now, it's the Netherlands with more common sense standards than the Yanks. If you're like me, you'll try to convert the Americans to say taxi and cola and mobile number. Of course, it can be confusing when you get caught in between cultures, but if this happens, remember, just relax and go your gang.